You talk about leadership. Have a look at these marks, and in particular this one we're going to see from Dyson Heppel. The moment of the game, stands under the footy. Now that
two captains there.
There's two stories there. One sort of slides past as a leader, and one stands under it. And we don't want to kick Tex for the sake of kicking it. And then this happened not long after, who's been a really great inclusion, Gleeson. So
he did a great job on Tom Lynch after quarter time, didn't he?
Yeah. I've got to say, I watched that game and I was so frustrated. I saw Rory Sloane being tagged and I saw Zach Merritt just getting off the chain. Now, I look at the Bombers, and if I'm in the coach's box, I'm tagging Zach Merritt. I mean, he's a bloke that I've seen him tagged. He struggles with the tag, and he absolutely can slice you up if he doesn't. The Crows got away to a great start. Why wouldn't you just say, OK, we're struggling here. We'll put Sloane onto Merritt and see if we can just wrest control of the midfield battle again.
I mean, the Crows are the most disappointing team for me on the weekend. I mean, where they're at in terms of their age, 2 years ago they helped premiership favourites going, and they've got no injuries whatsoever. They are struggling big time. I mean, no forward tackles. No forward wants to tackle in that forward half. That's why Essendon waltzed down the other end of the ground.
Well, when you say no forward tackles, Roosie, you actually mean no forward tackles.
Oh, two. Let's clarify that. 0, 0, 0, 0,
Just go
1,
over it again,
1.
Roosie. 79 points that were scored on the night came from the back half.
Which is impossible.
And then you look at this, and there's why.
Yep.
So that's why they are tonight talking about no one's guaranteed a spot in this side. Ben Hart was asked about Taylor Walker, I think, at the time, and this is actually what he had to say. No, it's not. No. He said, no one was guaranteed his spot.
Well, to put that into some perspective, I mean, the average, not the best, but the average is 12 tackles in your forward half. Now, it's all about differential and how many times it goes in there. But if you've got the majority of your side not laying a glove on, you'd walk off that ground and you'd be entitled to anticipate that you're going to get a
Well, the whole game now is based on territory, isn't it? I mean, that's why you touched on it before. I think Essendon are fantastic, but I don't think you can win it from the back half. But Essendon, that was an outlier because their last month has been good forward half team. But you can't, you can't win it. I mean, to your point too, and we touched on it Friday night, I think, Brownie, about they put in Miller and Smith into the midfield. They need a tagger. Why not develop a tagger if you're trying to throw in... I applaud Pyke for changing the mix. They definitely need someone that can tag. Go and lock someone away, go and lock Merritt away, and you probably still hang on and win that game by a goal or 2 goals.
There's a time, though, we've seen Gibbs get dropped, seen others get dropped this year. You just wonder how far they're going to go now dropping players, because obviously they've got a full list to pick from with no injuries. Do they pull the nuclear option of Walker out, of Betts out, of some of the other big names?
Well, who would you drop if you were coach?
Well, Betts is the one that just can't get a kick against the decent sides. I thought Tex was getting back to a bit of form, but I think he's on tenterhooks as well. So
let me just put you into perspective.
I would keep the captain in.
Okay.
I would keep the captain in, but I would put it on him and say, mate, this is dire straits. You need to step up and perform here. We're in the top 8. We've got a chance to make September. We need to be on the back of you and your presence, not contest like we saw against Dyson Heppel, and give him an opportunity to lead the team out.
They are in the top 8, but only because of the inadequacy and the inequity of the draw. Here's a ladder if you exclude all games that involve the Suns, who at the present time are non-competitive. Much better on the weekend, it's got to be said. And you see there that Adelaide fall from their comfortable position of 8th at the present time to 12th. It impacts on a few others, but they are the main beneficiaries of having played the Suns a couple of times. So they're in a huge hole. They've got the oldest list in the competition. Their best is good enough, but they can only sustain it for a quarter or 2 at the present time.
And you just don't know what you're going to get, do you? I mean, there's no sustainable brand and no style, and you talked about the swagger of some of the young players of the Giants. There's no real grunt at the moment. That's the thing that real worries. If you lock away sort of Rory Sloane, with all due respect, and the Crouch boys will go about their business, but they're not super physical players, so they're playing their role. But it's Rory Sloane that's pretty much the only one there that's going to make an impact, isn't it?